Hi there, my name is Luz. If you're clicking on this channel for the first time, and I do monthly readings for each new moon and full moon. So here is our full moon in Libra as per Western astrology full moon reading. I'm going to be shuffling right now to connect with the energy of your higher self spirit team, your ancestors, um, and mine as well, as a collective asking for messages of clarity and welcoming in only deities of love and light, only our ancestors that did make it, that did know what to do in their lives with their mission, that did know the magic in everything that we see and the joy that we could harness from ourselves and together, inspiring that in each other. Because I feel this full moon, it's a lot about relationships and maybe perhaps like working on a team or working in your own um, connection in regards to your spirituality and such. So yeah, let's shuffle 4 cards now. I'm gonna turn in with frequency. Ya se la saben. Taking some deep breaths all together with me. So this is a timeless connection and energy sharing, really. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. De donde sea que me estén mirando. Ok, aquí vamos. Entonces, let's do the first delivery. Spirit, what do they need to know for this full moon? That was quick. Alright, from the animal deck. What do they need to know for this full moon from this animal deck? What do they need to know for this full moon? The collective, what do they need to know? Ooh, okay. Um, this full moon. One card only, please. What do you need to know for this full moon? Okay, one card. Here it is. Ooh. Okay. From Tarot, please. Oh, another card for you. Okay. From Tarot, what do you need to know? I'm feeling like a lot of joy, guys. A lot of giggliness. A lot of yeah, like just enjoying each moment as it is. Like not trying to change anything, not trying to find meaning out of everything or a reason why some things already happened. Yeah, that's the feeling that I'm feeling. Okay, I want to see the first card. We got the infinite. Yeah, because I feel life is infinite. Life will repeat itself for most of us in our reincarnations. Life is a never ending cycle of transformation, of rebirth, and we just passed the spring equinox, so that really resonates. All of that. Life is gonna be a continuous wave, an infinite, like, yeah, like the infinite sign. For those of you who don't know, the infinite sign right here by her root chakra, actually. Okay. Yeah, everything is infinite, and I'm feeling like when I see this, like, just really be aware that when you're worrying about something, stressing out about something, there's things you can do. Spirit is bringing the example of, like, okay, for a lot of you, you actually need to do this in most occasions. You might need to cross your ankles or just be in butterfly sitting position, crisscross applesauce for you, whoever doesn't know. Um, and that will seal your bottom chakras, your root, which is the base of your spine, your coccyx, your feet, your legs, your sacral chakra, your womb, and your solar plexus, which we absorb energy from the solar plexus right here above the navel. And that would really help. That would really help to seal it, and just you concentrating on the life energy force, on the vital force that you can harness at all moments of that light that you can just bring down and receive it and anchor it and really keep it for yourself. And there's really no reason to be afraid of anything or to be anxious about anything when you learn to do that. Especially in public spaces, for a lot of you that's coming up, like for a lot of you that are this full are afraid or anxious or nervous about just maybe hanging out there, maybe just being the social butterfly, because this is an invitation to be that. Okay, to um to talk to people. If some stranger talks to you and they seem very nice, like, don't close yourself up, because you have before because you've met some, just say, let's say, interesting personalities before that you can deal with. um don't be afraid that that cycle is gonna repeat. That's what spring is bringing for this full moon. Gazelle. Yes, because the gazelle, like the fire energy of the gazelle, it's like very, oh, look, three chakra colors. Okay, this is definitely a confirmation. I can see the colors orange, red, and yellow behind the gazelle. Yeah. And the gazelle card talks about how the gazelle, when it's unbalanced, not in balance, freezes. Like, they freeze, like when they see some car with the lights on in the middle of the road, and they just freeze because they just feel like they're prey the whole time. They're just feeling like, mm-hmm, confirmation, my throat, my burp. Yeah, just a feeling of like there is a big transformation, and you feeling like you are being preyed on the whole time by predators. Like, let's read it because I want to confirm by reading that. Gazelle. Gazelle. Mm. And as I drank my cacao right now, I was like, there's a feeling of like, just as you enjoy the bitter, you can enjoy the sweetness, because my cacao is so bitter, and I put honey in it. So the sweetness, like, if you're able to let in the sweetness, be able to let in the bitter, be able to let in maybe something really strong that you have to face, some fears that you have to face. For example, like being in public speaking, but it can be bitter. You can feel judged because people will judge. Okay, they will. But you can also receive the sweetness after you do that. You can also receive the people who do want to listen to you, and who as well want to connect with you and confide you with their feelings, emotions, and ideas. Anything. That's something that was coming through. Thank you, Cacao. Gracias, Cacao. Heightened awareness, ability, vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty amidst sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering or hyper vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. Yeah, there's something like you spent so much time healing different aspects of yourself, bringing different fragments of yourself together to not to just let, for example, let's say you're going to some party or whatever, and you're like, you've done so much work to let that crazy chismosa aunt ruin it for you, or that crazy bitter drunk uncle to let it ruin it for you, the connection that you've been working on healing with your family, with your parents, cousins, siblings, whatever, to let one person just like, you know, let you stop you. You've been cultivating how to be graceful and how to deal with discernment, how to deal with people with a balanced and rooted boundaries as of now, to let those things happen. Or maybe like to not put yourself out there because you're afraid of some people like que te tiren mal de ojo, throwing you the evil eye, right? Like you've been working on your creativity and your purpose and your mission and really your intuition. Yeah, that's a whole thing that comes together, right? With that cultivation to let you that stop you, that fear stop you from expressing and from, you know, sharing your art, um, music, whatever it is, your healing services, anything. Okay, that's something that's coming out this Libra full moon. So around the full moon, it's 3 days, and 3 days before that, that's the energy being like starting to root, and then 3 days after the actual full moon ends. So after the third day when it ends. So this is a 9 day period of the full moon. So things that are coming up around this time are gonna be important in regards to that. Okay. But let's keep reading. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, yeah, and acknowledge the beauty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. Yeah, I feel like there's a potential around this full moon for that gentleness of you, just being in awe of, and like just in an innocent way, appreciating all the beauty, all the joy, everything that is around you, the bird, the tree, the ground, like the ants, like anything. Um, and I feel like this is part of it. If it's not like you going to a social event, or you just learning to really get along better with some relationship that you care about, but that it's been hard for you to accept fully. That this there's something about accepting others fully, and as long as there's no harm being caused, right, with discernment, you being able to move in the flow with that, and just do you, because everyone has their own independent, unique healing journey. And I mean, it's only for each person to know and take action for their journey, right? Like nobody can do that for them. That's something that's coming through too. Okay. Yeah. When in balance, graceful, perceptive, artistic. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, good food. Part of this, it's also nourishment, like the card was saying, nourishment with, what more to say? There's nothing more to say, just good food. And y'all already know what that is for each of you. A little less of something that you're overdoing, either overeating, consuming, a little more of something that you're under consuming, etc. That balance, Libra, the balance of Libra, the yin yang. Yeah. Okay, that's something that, ooh, I feel goosebumps in my right side. So for a lot of you, this is like a masculine being balanced. Like maybe you go through life, you know, basing on the flow of the feminine a lot, and now it's time to like lean more to the masculine, to the action, to the planning, to the organizing, to the, okay, I'm going to do this no matter how I feel. I'm going to do it every day. No matter how my feminine is like, today I'm not feeling it, like I'm feeling a little like oversensitive or grumpy or sad, and like, okay, my battery, guys. As I was saying, there is a sense of like the compromise, right? Compromise It might be with relationships. It might be with a relationship with yourself, like I was saying. Like this might be even your movement routine, your diet routine, your spirituality routine for a lot of you, because Libra is an earth sign. So everything that's the air element. Taking deep breaths, like he was saying, the heart rules the air element. The lungs are there, too. And all of that, that you breathe in, that you let go, that you can take those moments to take a deep breath. In fact, why don't we right now? Okay, let's read the next card. Oh, I just remember something. Around this full moon, you can start doing this. Maybe for a lot of you, Spirit is inviting you to um, just take the deep breaths before you're gonna do a transition. Like before you're gonna open the car door and go somewhere, before you're even gonna get out of the house, before you get up from bed, take your deep breaths when you're sitting in bed. Um, even just one, or the box breathing 4 seconds in, 4 seconds holding it, 4 seconds letting it out, exhaling, 4 seconds not breathing at all. Yeah, the box breathing. And even just one makes a difference because that's going to help you reset and go do whatever you need to do with a fresh mind. Yeah, that's something that's coming through. Okay, let's go to our next card. Keep your dreams alive. Keep your dreams alive. This definitely in every moment in your life can be a moment for you to reignite that fire, right? Reignite that fire that is whatever it is keeping your dreams alive. Whatever you want, you want to do. Um, this may be a service for others or for yourself because when we do something, it's always for the other. We live in this relational reality, this duality reality: sun, dark, sky, earth, air, water. Everything is duality and it's beautiful, and it's this beautiful harmony, like it was saying on the gazelle, the yin yang, um, where we find ourselves with ourself and the other, right? Libra full moon, relationships, finding that balance, and the dreams that you're going to keep alive have to do always with your mission and with the love for you do for yourself, but also for the others, because at the end of the day, everyone will benefit from something somebody does if they do it with love, if they do it with authenticity, honesty, and um just above all with integrity, right? Because we got the values card. So really pondering upon your values and what you're doing and who you're doing it for. Because if you do, for example, let's just say like somebody that's got a channel, like there's a lot of channelers out there. Not even like a YouTube channel. Maybe you do this in person, services in person, right? A healing service, a Reiki service, anything that um, you do it because you learned to bring that energy to you and to balance yourself first of all, to read yourself first, and to know the direction that you want to take in connection to spirit, for example, in this case, or your connection to your sport, whatever you do, and keeping your body healthy, anything, and then you know that that will help somebody else. You know that this will inspire somebody else to do that for themselves and to do that for the people around them that are still seeking direction and help and guidance. Okay, let's read Keep Your Dreams Alive. Start to identify plans and actions that will lead you to achieve your dreams and goals. Your dreams can become your reality. This is a time when you need to be able to apply detailed planning in order to manifest your dreams and realize your goals. You need to remain focused on the practical side of things. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. It is easy to be distracted by more ideas and concepts. Keep focused on what is realistic and achievable. Your common sense of pragmatic approach will lead you to a solution that actually works. Begin taking steps that will bring you closer to your dreams. Yeah, practical, and like I was saying, the direction, like following that plan, being practical, that's your sacred divine masculine, and it's just as important as your divine feminine. And I think that goes underseen most of the time, because our long time lifetimes of history, with the feminine being suppressed. But the thing is, we need to find balance. We don't need to suppress the other to find balance, right? We need to be equal, like a battery, like the infinite, like the infinite. Okay, let's read the infinite. Yeah, something about that discipline to achieve the dreams that the feminine so much has been cultivating and doing her work. Also, like he wants to put the plan to action and do it, right? Like a couple, basically. That's how a couple harmonizes, right? Like a mother and a father creating a child. That's also something that's coming through for anyone who resonates with that. Okay. Wow. The infinite. Hmm. And that is the only card that is missing their pages, because this deck, it was my first deck ever. So the pages are lost. I've got a toddler, so yeah, also myself. Like I tend to um have to work a little bit more on organizing my stuff, let's say. So it's lost. I guess that's meant to be like the infinite meaning for now. A relationship to what is infinite, what do we know that has always been there, sacred memories, sacred wisdom coming back to our memories, remembrance, all of that. It's what I'm tuning in intuitively with the infinite card, which spirit is guiding me to just intuitively connect with them. Mm-hmm. Spreading her wings. Oh, like her spreading the wings, like keep your dreams alive. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've got anything you need to fly to this moment. Let's read our last two cards. The Hermit. And we got the Hermit upright. So that must mean that you really do need to meditate, that you really do need to go for a run, whatever you do, your sport, like I was saying, your art, anything, you're writing to ground and to, oh, again, like locking your chakras. You might be someone that's super sensitive or has social anxiety, and that way you can go out there and connect with others again. That's something that's coming through. And the values card, it's got an image, actual pictures from India, guys, from this Vedas deck. Again, the wings. You can see the wings here. You can see the wings here. There's something about like you've got everything to spread your wings and fly, regardless of the weight that you're feeling, regardless of if one day you're not feeling like eating right, just do it. Even though it's heavy and you really, really, really want to, I don't know, you really want to drink alcohol, and you remember like um I gotta do this. I gotta do this for myself. Like again, coming back to your ground and boundaries with yourself, even the relationship with yourself around this full moon, okay? Transmuting all patterns of like self-sabotaging and going back to stuff that is not good for you. Okay? And rearrange your idea of what your values are. Let's say what value says. Whatever we might conceive is within the infinite. If we have an idea of the infinite broadness and depth of the absolute, how can we value anything here? Again, like the infinite. Oh, that's why we couldn't find the page. Okay, because we got some more meaning to add to the infinite. Yeah, like if we can feel the broadness and the depth, and this will be when you connect with yourself, how can we even think that we can achieve our dreams? Like that will feel absurd, right? Let's get our final card from the affirmation deck. Okay, it says, I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made and I allow myself to ask for support when I need it. Yeah, I think this is a lot of like self forgiveness that keeps coming up, and especially around full moons, like letting go of anything you're feeling guilt about. Like I said, three lower chakras: red, yellow, orange. root, sacral, and plexus, because the sacral stores guilt. Okay, that's where you self forgive. The plexus holds the shame of that already being like cultivated long enough for you to transform it into shame and like live with it chronically. Because shame is like something to be said to be chronic. Okay, it's really, it really is like a disease. Disease. I allow myself to be safe and happy. Okay, three cards came out actually, so I'll read them. Spirit. I forgive myself for being the person I've been in order to survive. Again, the self forgiveness. Yeah, that's got to be a topic. The relationship with yourself has to improve, right? In order for you to do it with others. I allow myself to be safe and happy. Okay, yeah. And that includes you harnessing your dreams, you taking little steps and allowing yourself, not because everything is not magical and done right away, right? Like actual like movie magic doesn't mean that you can't take little steps every day and find the magic in that every day. Not like the grace and beauty of this Libra element that this one brings. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning, and I'll see you in the next video.